Hey Virgos, this is T, and welcome to your tea reading. This is your love tea reading. I'm doing a special for Valentine's Day, so I incorporate a rosebud within my tea readings, and if the rose stays, then there's love there, and if there's remnants of the rose, then there's love there, etc., etc. There's a lot of symbolism in my tea readings. So this love reading, Virgo, is for you, and there are love petals that are left in this teacup, so we're going to talk about them. There's a few of them, but there's also babies in this teacup. Um, so there's a lot of babies in this teacup. There's a lot of babies. There's a lot of um, storks. There's a huge one flying around. So I may be talking to a Virgo that is pregnant. A Virgo that is pregnant, but this is not your first child. This is not your first child, and your children are not by the same parent. So there's like multiple I hate that word, baby daddy, baby moms, but it's like there's like multiple, there's a lot of co-parenting going on in here. And then one of you may be pregnant. This baby, this baby comes from love. This baby was conceived out of love. Um, but there's something off with this stuff. It's not all. It's not. It's not all like peaches and cream and all like. It's not all like perfect with this stalk. When you think of like a stalk and they holding a baby and it's like, oh, it's like wonderful news. This news may not be. You may not be excited about this news. Probably maybe because you have multiple children and you may you're thinking about how can you have another mouth to feed? How can you feed another mouth? Um, this baby is coming from love. So like you may have loved the person that, you're having this child with. Love for you, I'm talking to the Virgo that love shows up in a way which can be a very dangerous way. This love is showing up as you or may show love or get love by conceiving children. Like this is the way you show love, or this is the way you show your. This is the way you show it. Either by getting someone pregnant or by getting pregnant by the one that you love. So there's multiple children here. Maybe 3 children and one on the way. All right, so we got that out the way. So we know which kind of what Virgo we're talking to. Yeah, there's a lot of chaos. Virgo, there's a lot of chaos going on in your life. When I even first started this reading, I was like interrupted in the room that I'm in, and I had to move the teacup to a different room. That caused energy to be different. So that was an interruption. When I looked at the first cup, when I first looked at the cup, it looked like a lot of just a lot of things going on. It just feels unsteady. So there's like kids being dropped off, kids being, like moved around, moved about. There's a lot of movement here, and the foundation isn't a steady foundation. So maybe I'm talking to a Virgo who maybe doesn't have a steady home to be in, and you're constantly moving. Maybe that could be that, because there's a lot of movement going on in this reading. And the love is not really your focus. You're not having focus on it. It's almost like it's almost like I don't know. Like you don't even think about love as like a happily ever after. Like you got too much things going on in your life to be worrying about love, because love doesn't really show up in a way that it does on TV in like romance movies or in romance novels. Love to you shows up, someone shows up and they want to pop a baby in you, and then they stick around or they don't stick around. So you're not really about like the love that you know is not something that you are really interested in like pursuing, because you're like it didn't leave you in a good place. Ooh, that was deep. I'm sorry you're like going through this the cycles that you're going through a lot of like it's like redundant. Just like this reading is just like the chaos, not the chaos, but it's a lot of kids moving around back and forth, and this love thing you're not even thinking about. Are you even in a where are you? Yeah. Some of you don't know that you're pregnant. Go get that pregnancy test. The thing about my readings is that they may not be right now. I usually hear about it later. People come to me later and they say, "Oh my God, this happened. I can't believe you already did a reading about it." So yeah, that's exactly what happened. This is happiness is coming, so I like that. This is about family matters. Yeah, a lot of kids. Someone might have. Let's see. Some of you might have Libra, or maybe dealing with a Libra or Aries. Libra or Aries maybe is significance. Don't really feel yeah, oh that that's the mountain that's in the freaking cup. Y'all don't always see what I see, but it's okay. You feel like you're alone in this situation. You feel like, you know, you're like the head of the household. So that could be a woman or a man. You're the head of the household, but you feel like you're alone. There's a breakup in some kind of way. There's some kind of parting of ways when it comes to relationships or when it comes to business. There's a breaking of ways when it comes to your happiness. There's love around, but it's not like, it's like peeking through like little corners. Not you. The letters L may be significant. L again. Oh, are you pregnant and already have a young baby? Or are you expecting a child and then already have a young child already? Oh. Alright, so I kind of got the gist of it. Virgo. Ooh. You like all over the place. Well, the energy around you is all over the place. You know? Can't seem to get a hold of you. That's a lot. That's too much. Too much. Oh. I feel like I know what that is about, though. What's going on with your love life? That's a lot. You don't want it? There's no more? Can I get some advice for the Virgos? Can I get some more information so we can... You don't want to come out. That's because you got a big old story. That's why. Oh. You got a lot. That's why I feel so heavy. You don't know which way to go. Another mountain, another valley. You got a lot of mountains, like hurdles to cross. There may be some kind of dealings with a younger man. Here we go again. This is coming out again. Opportunity or windfall. Something coming out of your life. Use your intuition. You're receiving a special gift. That's the baby. Protection from negative forces behind you. Heartache of what you no longer have. Ugh. This is messy. I'm sorry, Virgo. You're going through this. You don't know what to do about this baby. You don't know what to do about the kids that you have, this man, or this dealings with this younger man. So, it's too much. You're going through too much. You're going through too much. It's a lot. It's a lot you're going through. I'm sorry, Virgo. I do see, yeah, you got yourself in a situation and you gotta find your way out. I do see some hope and happiness that's gonna happen. This man may be tempting you in some kind of way, or did tempt you in some kind of way, and then y'all got back together, y'all breaking up, y'all getting back together, you got pregnant, Here's your baby daddy. That's your baby mom. The situation's going on in there, and you don't know what to do about it, or it's like so much going on at the same time. The letters J, L, maybe a significance. All right, that's what I have for you. Thanks for being here with me. Be well.